Surfing photography is one of the most iconic things to do right here in Teahupo'o. That's why we have legendary photographer Tim McKenna, local boy right here from Tahiti. Tim, first of all, congratulations on getting the gig for Paris 2024. In your hometown of Teahupo'o, what's it feeling like so far experiencing this amazing and historic event?
Well, to be honest, I was really stoked when the ISA asked me to cover this event, because I've been covering, the Vaine and Cowley for years. I know them since they were kids, and I really wanted to experience this. I wanted to live the show with them in the water here, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
And day 3 of competition, especially men's round 3, was just absurd. The 9.9 of Medina. We also saw the highest single heat total in the entirety of Olympic surfing, Joao Chianca against Ramsey Bukiem. What was it like shooting from the water that day?
Well, that day I was actually shooting from the boat. It was Pablo's turn in the water, but it was pretty intense that morning. It was really west, really dangerous, but there were some barrels and the guys managed to get some high scores. It was a great show.
Is there anything in particular that really stands out to you about this wave in any other situation worldwide that you've been able to shoot at, whether it's Pipeline or even Desert Point in Indonesia?
Well, it's the easiest wave to shoot.
Wow.
Because it's the most beautiful wave, but it's also the easiest wave to shoot because there's the channel there that's right close to the wave. The wave is super compact, the wave is very short, and you can be right there only a few feet from the action. So whether you're shooting from a boat or in the water, it's you're right there, you're getting all the action. It's the only wave in the world that I know like that.
How long have you been shooting for, Tim?
I've been shooting Teahupo'o for 25 years.
Okay, 25 years. We all know about the iconic Laird Hamilton photo that you were able to get in the late 90s. How does that compare to what you see nowadays right here at this wave?
Well, obviously there's been a lot of bigger swells than Laird's wave, but I guess Laird's wave, just the glassiness of it, it's still pretty iconic. But yeah, I've seen definitely some big XL waves and some amazing events here since that. So there's been some pretty nice days.
And what about the major difference that we've seen in tow-in, going into more paddling right now when it's large out here? It seems like it's something a lot more common nowadays at this wave.
It's definitely, there was a period where they would tow in at 12 feet. And now it's good, like, when it's 12 feet, they're still paddling, and towing only happens when it gets, 15 feet plus. So it's great to see all the surfers pushing the limit of what can be surfed size-wise out here, and it's around 12 feet, they're pushing hard to go bigger.
One of the biggest questions I've been able to ask a lot of the athletes this week is what the experience been like as an Olympian before, as an Olympic photographer so far. Has this really surpassed all of your expectations this week?
Well, I've been pretty stoked just to be able to shoot the event in such a controlled environment, because nowadays when we get big swells, if it's on the weekend, it's pretty crazy out there. There's so many taxi boats, jet skis, and people and tourists that it's actually getting hard for a photographer to shoot. Back in the day, I would actually have to call surfers to shoot Chopo the early years, because if not, I'll be shooting empty waves. But now it's like so well known in the world that tourists want to go and see it, so it's become a little hard. But for me to shoot the event in these conditions, to be able to shoot in the water with only a cameraman, and it's great. It's like a dream.
In one sentence, how would you describe shooting Teahupo'o from the water when it's that size, Tim?
It's a thrill. You really get the adrenaline going. It can be tricky on the big west sets, but it's still if you're shooting a little bit far with a long lens, it's kind of pretty safe. And you're right there in the action with the surfers, and you can cheer them on, and it's an amazing experience.
Appreciate your time. ISA photographer Tim McKenna.